Hello, everyone. Welcome to NeoEnglish, your daily podcast for learning real-life English with the news. Today, we have a very interesting story about the Emmy Awards and, honestly, a big surprise.
That's right. Today's headline is, "The Most Egregious Emmys Snub of the Year Reflects a Disturbing Trend in TV Awards." That's from Slate Magazine. If you're wondering what egregious or snub means, don't worry. We'll explain everything as we go.
Okay, so let's start. The Emmys are big TV awards in the US. Every year, TV shows and actors get nominated, and then winners are chosen. But sometimes really good shows or actors don't get nominated or win.
When that happens, people say it's a snub. Snub means to ignore someone or something that should have been noticed or included. For example, if your friend invites everyone to a party but doesn't invite you, you might feel snubbed. Another example, if a fantastic singer isn't picked for a singing competition, that's a snub.
And egregious means something is very bad or shocking in a clear way. Something is not just wrong, it's super wrong. For example, if someone cheats in a game and everyone can see it, that's egregious. Or, if a restaurant gives you cold, old food, it's egregious service.
So, the article says the show industry was the most egregious Emmys snub this year. That means the show really should have gotten noticed by the Emmys, but it didn't. Not only that, the article says this is part of a disturbing trend.
Let's talk about disturbing trend. A trend is something that happens again and again over time. Disturbing means it makes you feel worried or uncomfortable. So, a disturbing trend means something troubling keeps happening, not just once.
In this case, the disturbing trend is that the Emmys keep ignoring new or different TV shows and always pick the same types of winners, like The White Lotus.
The White Lotus can go to hell. That's the article's first sentence. It's a strong way of saying the writer is tired of seeing the same winner and maybe wants something fresh.
The other show, Industry, is different. It's about a group of young bankers working in London. The writer says it's exciting and confusing in a fun way. The show uses impenetrable financial jargon, which means it's full of difficult banking words.
Jargon means special words or language used by a certain group or job. For example, doctors use medical jargon. Bankers use financial jargon. If someone doesn't understand computer terms, then computer jargon is hard for them. Another example, sports jargon, like offside in football.
Impenetrable means you can't easily get through it or understand it. So, impenetrable jargon is language that is really hard to understand, like a secret code.
The writer of the article likes this about Industry. It's confusing, but fun to watch. The show makes you think, and it's different from the usual Emmy winners.
But even though the show is creative, it wasn't nominated for the Emmys. That's the snub. The show deserved attention, but didn't get it.
The article says this is a common problem. The Emmys often choose safe, popular shows and don't take risks on something new. That's the disturbing trend. Other shows like Industry are missing out, and many viewers are disappointed.
So, to sum up, a really interesting and different show, Industry, was ignored by the Emmy Awards. The writer of the article thinks this is a bad habit for the Emmys, always picking the same style of show and not giving new programs a chance.
Now, let's review the most important words and phrases from today.
First, egregious. Remember, it means something really bad or shocking. You can use it to talk about a terrible mistake or a super obvious problem. Example, that was an egregious error in the football game. Or, the teacher saw an egregious lie in the homework.
Next, snub. That's when someone or something is ignored or left out, even though they deserved better. Example, she felt snubbed when she wasn't invited to the meeting. Or, the famous movie was snubbed at the awards show.
And a disturbing trend is a pattern that happens again and again and makes you feel worried. Like, it's a disturbing trend that students are getting less sleep. Or, there's a disturbing trend of stores closing in town.
Another word, jargon. That's special words used in a job or group, like, I don't understand medical jargon, or there is too much legal jargon in this contract.
And impenetrable means impossible to understand, like a puzzle you can't solve. Example, the directions were impenetrable. Or, his handwriting is impenetrable.
So, let's review today's story using the vocabulary. A TV show called Industry is full of impenetrable financial jargon, but it's fun and different. This year, it suffered an egregious snub at the Emmys, which means the show was totally ignored, even though it deserved attention. The writer is worried because this is a disturbing trend. The Emmys keep leaving out great new shows and only reward the same types every time.
I hope this helps you understand the story and these new words and phrases. You can use these in conversations about TV, work, or even everyday life.
And remember, if you don't want to miss your daily news in easy English, subscribe to NeoEnglish. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye for now, and keep practicing your English.